The original Super Mario Brothers, yes, the one that also had Duck Hunt on the cartridge, was my first ever video game. I remember one time when my mother, who was not a video gamer by the way, wanted to try and play with me. So I passed her the controller and watched her first ever attempt at trying to play a video game. Now, if you remember back in the original Mario, those holes that you would have to jump over on the ground, if you were big Mario, you could run over them. But if you were the small little Mario, you know, one hit away from getting KO'd, you actually had to jump over them. My poor mother did not know this. So I remember passing her the controller and watching her run towards that hole and fall in. She would start over, run towards that hole and fall in. Eventually I was like, Mom, you're small, so you have to jump over the hole. Oh, okay. So she would start over, run towards the hole, and fall in. And that was the end of my mother's video game career. Video games have always been a source of nostalgia for me, and especially the Mario franchise, something that has been with me my entire gaming life. Now, when it comes to nostalgia, there's a couple different ways companies can go about it. There is the traditional straight up remake, like something we're going to be getting with Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars in November, which yes, I will be covering Mario RPG Remake on this YouTube channel in November. But then there is the other approach to nostalgia where a new game may sort of reference or try and bring back the feeling of the games from their past, but at the same time are trying to stand out and do their own creative, unique things to make it still feel like a brand new video game experience. And that right there is why Super Mario Brothers Wonder is just so good. We're friends forever! In order to talk about why Super Mario Bros. Wonder is so good, we have to go back a little bit. When the Super Nintendo launched, there was an infamously popular Mario game called Super Mario World. At a time where we thought the Mario franchise had already been revolutionized with Mario 3 on the NES, Super Mario World arrived and showed us that Nintendo was only getting started. Super Mario World brought so many cool, new, unique things to the Mario games. You were always wanting to go back and replay levels because you were just always looking for hidden secrets that could lead to new items, secret mushroom houses, secret levels, or even secret worlds. You had the introduction of Yoshi, you had the exclamation point blocks that when you would push a button in, a lot of them which were secret by the way out in the world, it would solidify certain blocks in other past or future levels, which would create new areas that you could get to that you previously were not able to access. And at a time where, not like today, where even on launch day, you can usually go on YouTube, Google, wherever and look up how to do everything and how to find all the secrets in the first day. No, this was a time where you just had to figure everything out yourself. If you weren't finding all the secrets yourselves, you were usually getting them from friends who had accidentally discovered things in their own playthroughs. Ah, he was trying to tell me. What a helpful friend. Now, I have been with Mario my entire life. I have played the NES games. I've played Super Mario World. I have played Mario 64. I have played Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, you name it. But a thing for me, it kind of felt like as I was getting older, it almost felt like I was drifting away from the Mario games. Not from a sense that I didn't like them anymore. It just felt like I wasn't being as drawn into them as I once was, like with Super Mario World. So I thought maybe I was just outgrowing the franchise. I still cherished and loved it. Like, for example, I still played through Mario Galaxy and Mario Odyssey, both amazing games, by the way, that if you have not played, you absolutely should. But even though I would recommend and praise those games to anyone who asked, it still never gave me that old feeling I had when I played games like Mario 3 and Super Mario World. It eventually got to the point where I didn't really seek out the new Mario games when they would come out. And that includes the games that released on like the Wii, the Wii U, the DS, 3DS. They just for some reason didn't draw me in anymore. I even remember, I think it was the new Super Mario Brothers on the DS. I might have that name wrong. I remember I bought it, but I only ended up playing it for a little bit. And that's when I thought maybe the franchise just isn't for me anymore. Now, that is in no way, shape, or form commenting on the quality of the games like New Super Mario Brothers or Super Mario 3D World, I believe it was called. I haven't played them, not talking about the quality, fun factor, nothing. But then something interesting happened when I saw the trailer for Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I didn't know what it was at the time, but there was a curiosity lingering in me that had not been there for years and years pertaining to the Mario games, even though I kept hearing good things about them. So it wasn't until the day before this game launched that I was like, you know what? Let's try Super Mario Brothers Wonder tomorrow. And I'm so glad I did, because it is all I played this past weekend. When I talk about how creative and inventive games like Mario 3 and Super Mario World were, Super Mario Brothers Wonder recreates that exact same feeling that those two games gave me, but at no point did I feel like I was just playing a rehash of Super Mario World. There are 6 main worlds in this game, and every single level felt like it had its own unique spin on it, to the point where even when I would have enough Wonder Seeds to go to the boss of that world, I made sure I played all the levels in that world before I moved on, because each level was just so fun. You never knew if you were going to get a little bit of a hint of the past, or Super Mario Brothers Wonder was going to throw one of its brand new unique ideas at you. So I was just always on the edge of my seat, not knowing what fun little thing the game was going to throw at me. Oh my God, I just did drugs. No, I need that. Give me. Wait. I need that. Ah, I got all 3. I'm the best. That's what I was gonna say. What's that? I got a Wonder Seed. In Super Mario Brothers Wonder, you are not restricted to only playing as Mario or Luigi. There are actually different characters that you can play as throughout the game, and you can swap them at any time you want. You can play, of course, as Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Princess Daisy, Toad, Yoshi, and a character who is relatively new to the franchise, Nabbit. The majority of these characters do play the same. I did play them all at various moments, but I didn't notice anything too crazy distinct about them, so you're not forced to play as one character, or you're going to be punished if, say, you want to play as Peach over Mario. The only 2 characters that have unique things about them are the Yoshis and Nabbit. Yoshi and Nabbit are unique in this game because they are the 2 characters out of the roster that have invincibility on them, meaning that they can't take damage when they get hit by an enemy, and the only way for you to lose is if they fall into a hole. The reason that they made Yoshi and Nabbit invincible is because it allows young people to play as the character without getting stuck because maybe they're not the best at the video games, or if maybe you have a family who is playing and they want to include one of their young ones in the family video game session, they can allow them to play as Yoshi and Nabbit, and they don't have to be stuck on the same level because the poor one doesn't really know how to play the game and keeps running into an enemy, for example. Minor, and I mean minor, there are next to no complaints in this video. My minor complaint about this is I wish the invincibility mode, you could toggle it on or off. I really wanted to play as Yoshi. I love Yoshi, but I only played, I think, 1 or 2 levels with him because it just felt like I was cheating in a game that for someone like me, it's honestly not overly difficult. This game is not meant to be like a crazy difficult game, so having invincibility on top of it just seemed like a bit much. They do have unique ways that you can control Yoshi, like he has the floating that he typically has from like the Yoshi's Island games and all those. Playing as Yoshi would have offered a unique play style compared to the other characters, so it just would have been nice if I could have turned invincibility off so that I could have played those characters without feeling like I was cheating. And also a thing to note with Yoshi and Nabbit, they cannot transform with the power-ups, so The fire plant, for example, the elephant, you cannot take advantage of those powers while you are playing as Yoshi and Nabbit. The giveaway. Whoa, what's this? I mean, obviously it's a drill, but... Ha, good shit on, nerd. Oh. One of the things returning that gives you kind of that nostalgia feel that I was talking about earlier is the mushroom shops from Mario Brothers 3 on the NES. You can buy different standees here, more into those later. You can buy one-ups, you can buy badges that will give you unique abilities or powers to help you in all the levels. Badges, by the way, can either be bought in the different shops spread out in the world, or there's even little badge challenge levels where if you beat them, you unlock the badge associated with that level. All of these badges offer very unique styles and different ways to play the game. So maybe you can access one area with one badge, but if you find an area that maybe you couldn't, maybe you can replay the level with a different badge and will help you find an extra little secret in that area. Another cool thing that is brought back from Mario 3 are the ship levels. And it's just like how it was in Mario 3, where the screen will be scrolling along, trying to push you off the edge of the map. Meanwhile, there's like missiles flying at you. There is chaos everywhere, all while you're trying to get to the end of the ship so you can push the button that would blow up the ship and destroy it, once again foiling Bowser's plans. One thing returning from the Super Mario World game is the secret worlds that you can unlock. These are completely optional worlds that you can only access by hitting certain requirements in certain levels, it doesn't tell you which ones, and unlocking a secret path that will take you up to the secret world, where I believe 6 or 8 challenges await you, and these are not easy challenges. Let's go! Woo! That was my first time attempting that super secret challenge level. Just trust me and don't watch the playback of my live stream. Throughout the normal worlds, you'll find each level will have like a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, or 4-star rating with how difficult it is. All these levels in the secret world are all 5-star ratings. And yes, they will absolutely challenge you. I'm too scared to hit any other buttons. When I finished my playthrough of Super Mario Brothers Wonder, I believe I uncovered half of the secret world levels, which just tells me I gotta go back and play through some of those old levels because there are certain secrets that I have yet to find myself. Which brings me back to that Super Mario World feeling that I was talking about earlier, where sometimes I would just be replaying a level just for fun, only to accidentally find this brand new hidden thing that would sometimes take me to a whole new world that I didn't even know existed. And therefore, a whole new set of challenges would await me. This feeling of unknown, this mystery, the drive to make you want to explore every area of levels just to see if there's maybe a hidden secret down there. Sometimes you might fall into a hole thinking, oh man, that I just lost. Nope, surprise, secret area. That kind of fun unknown feeling just made me want to keep playing and just keep exploring all these uniquely created levels that Nintendo has presented in Super Mario Brothers Wonder. On top of that, visually, the game just looks absolutely gorgeous. The art style is so pretty. It's just so pretty. It's so colorful. It's so vibrant. The enemies all have really cool, unique designs. The levels all have cool, unique designs. There's different visual effects that will happen depending on certain things you're doing, boss battles, secret areas, underwater. It doesn't matter. Visually, this game is just absolutely gorgeous. And considering it's on the Switch, there's only very, very brief moments of a frame rate drop. Otherwise, it's pretty consistent, which is high praise for the Switch these days. Bye-bye. I have to give this game credit already. It's a game on Nintendo Switch that runs higher than 4 frames per second. The big unique thing that Nintendo has created for Super Mario Bros. Wonder is, of course, the Wonder Flowers. The Wonder Flowers are the new unique thing that Nintendo has created for Super Mario World, and they offer such unique, fun challenges that you never know what is going to be coming your way once you activate a Wonder Flower. Roll! Go, go, go! Roll, roll, roll! Oh my god, this game is incredible. When I talk about Super Mario World creating unknown fun, this is where Super Mario Bros. Wonder shines bright. Each Wonder Flower sets off a whole new challenge within the level that you're playing, and what makes them so fun is they are all uniquely designed and based on things that happen in that current level. So it's not like you're gonna hit a Wonder Flower and it's going to be a repeat of a challenge maybe you did in a previous world or maybe even in the last level. No, everything is uniquely crafted to give you a whole new individual experience on a per level basis. It could be something to do with the environment of the level. It could be something to do with the enemy design of a level. You just never know. And it made me want to seek them out every time because they were the most fun aspects of each level in this beautifully crafted game. There's just so many little things in this game that I love as well. There's one point where the piranha plants and levels are singing a song together. There are music levels that bring back some of the songs from like Mario 3 and Mario Wonder, and the child in me was like just so overly giddy and happy to be hearing these songs again. I only have one. Oh my god, they brought back this music. This makes me way too happy. Wonderful. There's just so many little things sprinkled throughout this game that just show that this game was a labor of love from Nintendo. But without a doubt, my most favorite thing of Super Mario Bros. Wonder is the online mode. Now, some of you might hear that and get bummed because maybe you don't have a lot of friends that maybe play Mario games. But here's the thing. You can still get all the fun, crazy benefits of the online mode while playing solo. I played this entire game solo, but I had online turned on for my entire playthrough, and it created these little multiplayer-esque moments that typically you can only have when you have a full group of friends playing the game with you. The one cool thing about the online mode is, so you see the other players, you'll see like shadow characters in your game. Those are other people playing the game in real time. But at no point can those other players sabotage your progress or your game. They cannot block you from landing a jump on a platform. They can't throw enemies at you. They cannot harm you in any way, shape, or form. They're only there to be a positive. There are things called standees that you can get throughout this game where you'll put down a standee on a place, and if one of the other online players loses or falls to their demise, they'll become a ghost for about 5 seconds. And one of two things can happen. They can float to you and touch you and get revived, or they can fly to one of the standees that have been left there by other players, and that will revive them as well. So when you play in online mode, just because maybe you fell to your doom doesn't necessarily mean that your run is over. A really fun thing that happened a lot in my games is people would end up helping each other. A lot of times people would leave hints for, like, maybe there was like a hidden platform and they could tell that the other player didn't know how to get to it. So I had people who would stand there on that platform and try to like flag them down, give them little hints to be like, hey, over here, this is what you're looking for. Come over here, come over this way, or maybe come interact with this block. And that's what's going to give you the secret to get up to the secret area up top. I can't see. Oh, no, no, no.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, I'm helping. See? I'm helping them. There you go. There were multiple times where I'd be playing and we would end up having some sort of camaraderie form and we would go through the level together to the point where I was playing one level where a Yoshi was we were helping each other out back and forth, and he got a little bit ahead of me, so he ended up waiting for me to catch up to him before we continued on with the level. And then there's like these little icons that you can have pop over your head, and the one I defaulted to was the smiley face, where you could kind of like thank people for helping you or just have some little very basic form of communication that just makes for so many fun, cute, little silly moments that just had me laughing out loud extremely hard over and over again with just how much fun I was having with the online component of Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Without a doubt, the online mode is the biggest selling point in this game, which is not something I thought I would say for a Mario game, but I hope this is a feature they bring back in their future side-scrolling Mario games because it's just so fun and so silly. It's so cute. It's just so good. Yo. Whoa! Oh! Oh my God. Now, I know this is going to come as a surprise to you considering all the things I've said in this video, but yes, I absolutely recommend that you play Super Mario Bros. Wonder. If you can get a group of 3 other friends to play with you for a 4-player co-op experience, you're going to have a blast. But if you can't, if you have to play solo, or maybe you only have one other friend that you can play with, you can still get that full online experience that Super Mario Bros. Wonder offers. On top of the pretty visuals, the fun gameplay, the uniquely designed levels, the flower, what are they called? The wonder flower things. Everything is just so good that even though I have beaten the game, I want to go back and find a few of the hidden things that I missed out on. Usually when I finish a game, I kind of move on, but this game, I just want to pick it back up and keep playing. It's not an overly long game, so it's not like some of these other games where you're going to have to dedicate 30, 40, 50, 10,000 hours to beat. I started it Friday and finished it on Sunday, so you can do it over a weekend. It's really not long, but I promise you, you will have so much silly fun playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Now, it is such a busy release schedule with, it feels like, new video games coming out every week right now. So if you can't afford it right now yourself, maybe, you know, put it on your list for down the road, or maybe get it for like a birthday or an upcoming holiday. But do yourself a favor, and when you can, pick up Super Mario Bros. Wonder. You will not regret it, I promise. Thanks for watching. I feel like this is 2 solo queue survivors in Dead by Daylight working together.